What's up, guys? It's your boy here today, representing my local game store, and of course, we are here to talk about the news that there's not gonna be any more unbroken bonds. Wait, what? Like, no more unbroken bonds? Raven, what are you talking about? Well, according to PokeNews, according to Reddit, according to many distributors, unbroken bonds as a set is out of print, and TPCI will not be making any more of the set. They will not be printing anymore. It's what they printed out. Well, remember, this does not mean, right, by any means, that your local game stores will not have unbroken bonds, that you will not be able to purchase box. So if you're thinking, well, I need to buy that box because this is gonna be an amazing thing, and it might go only up, don't worry, there's enough boxes. This means that there's enough boxes to actually meet all the demand, and they're just not going to be doing any more, right? And that's why it is a news, because for the previous sets, that was not the case, right? They were printing, right? They were still printing sets up until recently. For example, then I have in front of me a really good example of Burning Shadows still being printed in 2019. So, set that was released in 2017, still being printed in 2019, which definitely caused them many problems. The same goes to Team Up. It's still, as far as I know, they're still in print, but they're cutting off the prints, right? And I think it also, remember I joked a lot about, and I think we all joked a lot about the evolution packs or X and Y packs in the brand new product. And I think in that joke there was a bit of truth, and now we know that it was truth, because I was always joking that, well, they still have probably tons of it in the warehouse, that's why they're given those X and Y packs to us, and it turned out to be true. So that is one of the reasons that they are stop printing, because they know they're gonna sell everything. They know there's still going to be unopened boxes on the market. Their local games will still be able to purchase them from distributors, but Pokemon will just not be printing anymore. So it will not stay in their warehouse when the set is not in demand, because you exactly that's what happened with X and Y stuff, and that's why we will see less and less X and Y things in their newer product. Thank you, because that was a huge problem, right? That was a huge problem right now, especially when you purchase last Maintains. For example, there was X and Y, I believe, Steam Siege pack. I don't recall it perfectly, but I think that was X and Y Steam Siege. It was like, what, 2 years, 3 years after the set was in standard, right? Now, okay, actually a year, but 2 years after the set was printed, 3 years, which is not something people want from the product. It's not something that is in demand, and they knew that they have to put it in those boxes, those products, like like tins, mini tins, premium collector boxes, because that was the only way for them to actually move the stuff from their warehouses to the customers that, well, they don't want it, but they need this. They want this shiny new product, like the Tapu Lele box. You remember the Tapu Lele box had 50% of X and Y stuff and 50% of the newer ones. I think that was 2 evolution packs. So that was the only way for them to actually move that product, right? To get rid of it, you might even say. And I think that was that was something they actually done, right? And thankfully, I have this everything open in front of me. Thankfully, they are changing this thing a little bit. Okay, I have Fates Collide and Steam Siege, right, as an examples of them being too much. So I think they're finally moving away from really stupidly overprinting everything to infinity, because remember what happened to Guardians Rising, right? That was I think that's still printed because everyone wanted this Tapu Lele, which at the end of the day will harm the set once it rotates out of the standard, because there's going to be so much of that product on the market that those cards that that were supposed to be unique to that set and supposed to cost some money, they will not at the end of the day, right? Like Tapu Lele right now, super close rotation, and the price just plummeted. And the more boxes you can see, this is a great example, by the way. You can actually see and retrace back the Tapu Lele price, I think, on the card market or Troll and Toad. I don't there are websites that are showing you this, and you can see that Tapu Lele was at some point even $60 card, and it just it went up and slowly went down as more packs were opened, as more boxes were opened, and right now I don't want to know, I don't want to say because I don't remember right now, but I think it's like $10 card, I believe, something around that. It just, plummeted, and it only is going down, right? You look at the chart and, well, closer we are to rotation, it's going down, right? It's diving there, and we know it's not going to be high because there's so many of Tapu Leles out there open, right? And I think that's also something they're trying to do. They're trying to prevent this from happening because, when there's not going to be a second run, second print run of the set that is really popular, of the cards that are popular, they will maintain their value, right? Like, I recall Wizard of the Coast done something really stupid. I think 2 years ago, there was Unstable set, right? Unset. They released like the new one. Highly anticipated set, right? They all knew that demand is going to be high. It was a super, I bought like 2 booster boxes, I believe, at that time of that set. Well, I was playing Magic, and the cards had really cool value. Everyone wanted it. Sold tremendously, right? They were in high demand, and the value was there. But what they've actually done the second print run, and that just collapsed the whole market of that set. And now you can purchase, still like 2 years, I think, it's 2 years after that, and you can still go to local game stores and you can still purchase them. Like, I know one of the stands in my mall still have like 4 or 5 booster boxes because, they thought, oh, well, they're gonna sell. Well, not really. That was a nice thing at the time. There was a hype for it, but no one's gonna open anything that has no value, right? Like, there's no standard in it. The same goes to many cards in any card game. The more it's printed, even though it's a super rare card, well, the more it's open, it's not gonna be that rare, right? I think so. It's good. I think it's a great thing that they're all like really thinking about what demand can be for the set. Even like pre-ordering, with distributors, and they are taking less risk with this strategy. I mean, that's a really good one, and I know what I forgot to do, and I forgot to do this, unfortunately. So, I mean, that's a good thing. There's still enough booster boxes and distributors and local game stores to really just sell, and I mean, that's all over the world. There's enough of the product. And I mean, that's cool. I like that. I really do like that idea, because at the end, I think, if they're gonna start doing that, especially, I want them to especially do that with Hidden Fates. I say Hidden Legends, Hidden Fates. I want them to do a limited print run only, because if they're gonna do limited print run, that in like 10 years, 5 years, 15 years, if you're gonna collect all those shiny GXs, right, you're gonna frame them, you're gonna send them to PSA, whatever you're gonna do with them, because at the time they are gonna be relatively cheap, and like a matter of time, well, they will not become like huge amount of money, right, of worth, but they will definitely like maintain their price, because there's only gonna be a limited amount of them in the world, and in 15 years they, some might get destroyed, get forgotten, just left at the attic, in the basement or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I hope that's going to be a new trend for them, doing one print run only, and that's it, right? Like, that's what they should do, and that's a step in the great direction, step in the right direction, and I hope that's what they're going to do with mini set. I mean, they should do that. Because, again, as the player, and someone who plays standard, I want my cards to kind of maintain at least, the 50% of the value they had while they were in the standard. Because, let's be honest, we know rotation's coming pretty soon. It's 2 months from now. And majority of the cards will just plummet, they will basically, you can just burn them. Over-exaggeration, I know that's an over-exaggeration, but I mean, really, you can see the Tapu Lele, right? I remember when I paid $30 for my Tapu Lele when she was costing that, actually when I paid that, she was costing 35, I believe, something like that, and now $10 card, right? So it's not something I want, as a player, I want, I want to be able to actually trade my cards for maybe new ones, maybe sell the old ones and get the new ones, or at least something to keep me playing, not only spending a ton of money. And when I'm buying the new product, let's say a 10 minute and collector's box, whatever, I don't want something that it's not in standard if the box is targeted to a standard player, right? Because if the box is targeted to expanded player, only expanded. That's what it should do. If legacy, do legacy. If standard, only standard, right? Keep it like that, and that would be great. And I think that at the end of the day, it's a step in the right direction. Good job, TPCI. I mean, you're trying, but give us BTCGO too, right? No, but honestly, that's a really good thing that's happening. And honestly, we get new set every 3 months. So I mean, really, in 3 months, no one's gonna open Unbroken bonds. Like right now, no one is opening team up, because everyone has what they wanted from the team up, or from Unbroken bonds, and the singles market is gonna be where you're gonna get the cards. Because if you want single cards, well, you're gonna go for the singles, right? So there's nothing else for you. I need to clean my head, by the way. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for watching this news. And yeah, so don't panic. It's not like Unbroken bonds is going away. It's definitely gonna be in high demand. And I'm also gonna record the video what the new promo is. So don't forget to check it out as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more news, more decks, and more stuff like that. Don't also forget to check out my Twitch. It's Ravencold_, and it's from Monday to Friday. There we go, that's the Twitch, and it appeared. And yeah, with the new schedule, right? New schedule, which is gonna be great, and I love it. Like Mondays and Fridays are still the same, but midweek is a lot different. You have the video also on the channel. So thank you so much for watching. Raven loves ya. Bye, and don't panic. Unbroken bonds is gonna be on your store. Raven promises that. Bye.